This is a typical site. You can see one of these sites before. I'm sure many of you have got a garden bed at home, or a veggie garden bed. It looks like this sometimes through the winter. This is our potato patch, and you can see they've already taken off and I haven't prepared it yet. So I'm going to start doing that. Well, not right now, tomorrow. You're not going to see me do this today. Tomorrow, the next day, you're going to see me prepare this. We'll talk about planting potatoes in a garden bed, but also for those of you who haven't got a garden bed or a courtyard, you can grow them in a pot. Did you know that? Or a big bag. We've done it in the past. I'm going to show you how to do it. These are little seed potatoes. Look, they've already grown there, folks. They've been sitting in the soil. I'm digging them up just to show you, but you can get them in larger form as well. Now, we've got them online, a whole range of organic potatoes. There are also some larger ones. When you come across a large one, and let me see if I can dig one up, and I'll show you what I mean by a large potato. I think these are all little ones, because that's what I left behind. When I go through it all, I leave all the little ones here, folks, and they've already taken off on me. Here's one. This one I got hit by a grub or something, so I left it behind. Now remember, it doesn't have to be a small potato. They can be big ones as well. All sizes of the potatoes will grow. This is one here, for example. Look at that. It's chitting already, so it's pushing out all its new spikes or growth there, and these will develop roots on them, and then they'll shoot up above ground, as you see here in the garden bed, and they can stand about 50 or 60 centimetres tall. And when they do that, the part that is exposed will be green and luscious and foliagey, but if you, as this grows, start to top it up and cover that stem, it'll grow more roots, and off that you'll get little potatoes. And that's where your potatoes come from. So they don't only multiply around the base, but they multiply up along the stem as well. So that's the idea of covering them. So in the garden bed, we'll do this one another time. I'm not going to talk about any more on how to prepare this garden bed, but let's go to this little bag here that I got ready earlier. This is a little grow pot that we have. You can grow them in one of these, you can grow them in a bag if you like. There's all different types and sizes you can get. This is only a 300 millimetre or 30 centimetre pot, a 450. Come over here actually, let me show you. These are all empty still. These are ones that I did earlier on. Now these potatoes are sitting down low, down at the base of it, and I've already topped these up because they started to grow early. We had a bit of a warm spike in weather and they were happy to grow, so they've been topped up. For example here, here's one that I've already just recently topped up. So I've just added more compost to it and covered them up, and these will keep growing out through the pot up to about this height or so, and in here we should be able to find some beautiful potatoes. So where do we start? Well, we start with an empty pot. Now remember folks, you can use any size pot you like, and I don't mean the smallest of pot size in your garden, but to only fit a potato in it. The bigger the pot, the more potatoes you'll get out of it. Obviously this one here will give me, I don't know, probably 1 kilo or 2 kilos of potatoes in it if they grow well, and I'm going to plant this one up, and if I had a bigger one, obviously I'll get a few more than that. So we get these little ones. We're going to start with these ones here. They've already got their shoots on them. They're quite fine. We don't plant them to the top of the pot. We actually plant these to the bottom of the pot, because the idea is to keep filling it up and it keeps growing more potatoes in the new soil or compost or straw that you put in there. So I'm just going to use some of this stuff here to fill up the base. Yes, I'm going to come and feed you after. Relax. Just a little bit more like that. So right at the bottom of it. Now we can sit these, imagine these didn't have these stems on them, right? They'd just be sitting there nicely and relaxed. Like that, space them out all the way around. Even if you cover some of these leaves, these plants are tough as nails. They'll just bounce right back up again. Now, like I said with this one here, if this is a nice clean potato, it's got eyes all over it, and from here is where they're going to grow. So what you can do is divide this into sections, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many eyes you find on a potato. Eye, 2 eyes, 4 eyes, cut it into 4, and then you plant each one separately and space them out. Here I'm just going to use the little ones like that at the bottom of it, and then we're going to just carefully cover them over. Sit them up as we go around. Or maybe we're going to just put a bit more soil in and just plant them like a normal little seedling, eh? Oh, scored one, look at that. Just shove that in there like that. And that too will grow. That's pretty much it, folks. And that's planting a potato. How hard can it be? Now, honestly, it looks like a mess out here. I'm going to clean this up. And from this garden bed here, I've been able to feed 2-3 families for almost a whole year. I can't remember the last time I paid for a potato. I reckon it was when my parents had a fish shop and I used to clean those 50-kilo potato sacks and peel them all and make the potato cakes. Do you know any fish shops that still make their own potato cakes and chips? If you do, send me a message. I want to go down there and taste some. I miss that stuff. I hate the stuff they put them in the bags and they... Don't go there. Grow your own potatoes. They're so easy to grow. In a little pot like that, maybe a slightly larger one if you've got more room for it, or in a little garden patch. And you don't need a big area like this, folks. You only need a small space because one potato will give you lots. Check it all out on our website, vasilisgarden.com. Everything's discounted every day. Black grit, superfood, buy one, get one free deals. All there for you. From me, Vasili, Maresi.